Welcome to this live stream, to the Everything Goes Live. I guess that's what we're gonna call it. Um, Hopefully more people come in and get the notification. Okay, let's wait a bit. I'm waiting for more people to come in. We're currently at 3. Let's see if there's anyone who wants to talk. See, hopefully you were as excited as I was about the concert. Let's see, let's wait. Currently, there's no one watching. Let's see. Hi, people are starting to come in. I'm gonna wait a bit, see who else joins, if people join. It's kind of late here. Hi Dora. Hi. So basically, we're waiting a bit to see if more people come, if people call in on Zoom. Currently, I think no one has yet. Yeah, no one has yet. Hopefully people want to join and talk. Hi, Andrea. So we're waiting a bit. I also wanted to give you a bit of a channel update. I wasn't actually planning to do a live today. I'm kind of tired. It's 11 p.m. You know what it's like being in an army. You don't really sleep. I hope you can hear me well. Can you? Hi, Amanda. It'll be really funny if you can't actually hear me this entire time. Yeah, so basically we're waiting for a few more people to come in or to call in. So far there are no one who wants to talk about the concert. So we're gonna wait a little bit to see if there are people. If there aren't any people, then we'll call it quits. But let's wait a bit more. Other than that, I hope you all had a blast, that you got to see stuff and you got to watch and enjoy the concert. It was amazing. I can't wait to see it again at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I've been trying to decide which is my favorite song, and I absolutely can't. They were all spectacular. There are only 7 people watching, but 8 people watching. Let's talk a bit about the channel and what's going on. I'm sure you've all seen it. Hi, Elaha. Basically, we're trying to get the channel monetized so the money could go towards the Army combat goals and to give all the money to Army. So let's say by some miracle, it's thousands of dollars. All of that will go towards the comeback. So that could be like pretty amazing. Now, in order to do that, like there's a certain delay with YouTube for the monetization. It's like it's a 2-day delay. So currently we're missing 100 hours. That's it. So hopefully we'll get them today, which means that by tomorrow or like 2 days from now, we'll be able to apply to monetization. And then monetization takes about a month to come through, which means it'll be November. And then that means everything, like I'll upload videos with tons of ads. So if you're a YouTube Premium, that's even better because your views come more towards Billboard anyways, and B, you won't have to see those ads, and we're gonna like really pile them on, which is, I know, terrible, but that's what we're gonna do. And then all that money will go towards the comeback a month in, basically. So after like all the other accounts have given their money, we'll give ours, and that way the longevity is gonna be something really powerful. I hope so. Hopefully, we'll get those views. We'll get that done in time. I'm working with BTS graphs on all the data, and I got some army editors helping with the videos, and it's really been a team effort, and it's going to be amazing, I think. So we can really do something special here, and I hope we get it done, like that it happens just like we want it to. Obviously, if not, then at least we have a system in place for the next comeback. But I really hope that for we'll make it an effect on this one, because it can be like really something big if you like push it and have a lot of income from YouTube. Can you imagine how amazing it can be to have all that money come in and just be like, it's not money? Because I know what it's like now, right? It's COVID times. Most of us have financial strength just due to that. And then with Dynamite, so many people donated and gave money and bought the songs and really put an effort into it, that it's really been draining. And having two CBs so close together, it's really draining on the system, I guess. So now hopefully we can this will be a way to like give people a bit of breathing room without being anyone's money, like, because I don't consider, because this was such a team effort, it's really not my money. It's you guys that watch the videos, that put in the views. This channel wouldn't been able to be monetized so quickly anyways without you, so it's not really my money to take. So this way it's nobody's money, and we can just put it all into the comeback and really help people. Hi Becky, Andrea. Yeah, that it can really make a difference, I think. Like, think about like all the people donate the first few weeks, right? We start with Dynamite. People donate the first few weeks. And then if you want that longevity, you have to donate it for a while into it. And also a lot of people from different countries can't donate. They can't give that money because they don't have PayPals, they don't have all these things. So that way anyone can watch it. All the money goes to the comeback. It can be amazing. But we are missing 100 views, 100 viewing hours to do that, which is super frustrating, especially because I had to take 2 videos down. That without them, we would have had the money tomorrow, had the views tomorrow already. So I really want to make up to it, and one of the ways is to do this V-Live, because if enough people stay here for the entire hour, it can be really helpful. I don't know if I'm gonna talk for an hour. Honestly, I'm really tired. It's 11 p.m. I wasn't planning on doing it. There's someone in the chat, so let's talk to them. Let's see. Maria. Hi, Maria. Wait, I can't hear you. It's connecting to your audio, so I hope it'll work quickly. Yeah, hopefully your audio comes through soon. For some reason, can you try talking? You can't hear me? Yeah, your audio is not working. It says that it's trying to connect to your audio.
Okay.
Yes. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. My name is Maria.
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 Hi.
I'm in New York City. I'm in the Bronx.
Nice. So I've been there a few years ago, and it's such an interesting place to see.
Yes. Yes.
Born and raised. Culture.
Born and raised in the Bronx.
Like Jennifer Lopez. How long have you been in the Army?
Since about 2018. So new-ish.
I
You
think
know,
2018 is pretty. It's like it's the love yourself era. It's pretty like it's 2 hours ago.
oh, yeah, that's so true. You know, they do so much. They're so their creativity is like so astounding that it's so true. 2 years is a lot, is a lot for them, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of content.
Yes. I just was watching all kinds of performance videos on YouTube. You know, I was interested in just watching music videos, people singing, people dancing. And of course, one of their videos came up in one of my suggested, you know, if you like this, you like this type of thing. And I had never heard of them. I didn't know what BTS was. I was like, what is BTS? I don't know what that is. And I wish I could remember, for the life of me, I do not remember the first video of theirs that I ever saw. But I know it was like, you know, and I know my reaction was, why have I never heard of these people? This is crazy. I should know about them, you know?
Yeah.
So then that was it. That was it. You know,
Yeah,
down, like everybody says, down the rabbit hole, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I also joined in 2018, so I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But for me, I feel like I became an Army only once I joined Twitter.
Oh.
Because like you get invested.
Yes. Well, it's funny because I didn't join Twitter until this past May.
Oh, wow.
Well, because of everything that was going on with the pandemic, we couldn't leave our houses here.
Yeah.
You know, in New York, we were literally, we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do anything. It wasn't really until maybe June or July that they started to let us go out, basically.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you were really hit hard.
We were hit very, very hard. So that's when I thought to myself, well, maybe now I have this thing in my head about, you know, I'm a certain age, so maybe I shouldn't be joining Twitter. But I was like, you know what, the heck with it. I'm going to join Twitter, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're right. Once you join Twitter, you really get like, well, you get to meet people like you. Because, you know what I mean? I wouldn't know anybody. There's no one else I could talk to about this, literally, except my granddaughter's friend. But that's the generation for the most part, right?
Yeah.
They're teenagers. They know all about BTS.
Yeah.
You know, I'm late to the, you know, but there's no one my age that I can talk to about BTS.
I know how you feel. Like
So Twitter is the place to be if you want to talk to people about BTS, because whenever I talk to anybody about BTS, they just look at me like, oh, that's nice. You like BTS, you know, because they're kind of
all those
ageism, you know what I mean? They just assuming because I'm older, how could I even know about that? You know, like, oh, isn't that cute? She likes BTS.
Or aren't you too old for following a boy band?
Yes, that's the feeling I get from people. So I have no one to talk to about it, you know?
I know. Actually, that's why we started this channel. I used to be on a different channel. But this is why I want to do this. And this is why I want to do the live streams as well. Which is actually, like, I haven't told anyone, but that's one of the reasons I left that previous channel, is because I wanted to do live streams. I wanted to get to know Army. I always say, like, every idiot can open a YouTube channel. I didn't want to, I'm not planning on being a YouTuber. I'm getting a PhD in any day now. I'm going to get a full-time job soon. This isn't going to be my job.
Right.
That's why I have no problem like giving the money that this channel will make away.
Right.
But I want to get to know Army, and I want to be able to talk to people, because I have no one here to talk to. And every time I talk to someone.
Where are you?
I'm in Israel.
Okay.
So every time I talk to someone, it's just like you said, it's the same thing. Like, I'm 35 and it's exactly the same feeling. Like,
I'm old enough to be your mother. Okay, so I'm a little bit older than you. I'm way older than you, and it's the same. Well, you can imagine at 35, people are looking at you like, oh, you're 35, you like BTS. So at 61, it's like unheard of.
Yeah, and it's so
Unheard of.
frustrating. It's as if there's an age for liking music. Like, what the hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I can appreciate not only the music, but the creativity, the artistry. It's like amazing. And I didn't even understand just how amazing it was until I saw the concert Saturday. That it was on the one on Saturday. I mean, down here it was like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, but that was fine. I mean, I'm up early anyway, so that was fine. I didn't care about that. It was, and I'm thinking to myself, I had actually bought a ticket to see them at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey in May, and everybody that I knew looked at me. They thought I was crazy, and I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna go see them. They're coming to MetLife Stadium. Who knows when I'll ever get a chance to see them again? But of course, with everything that happened, everything was, canceled. So this is it. I mean, this may be my only chance really ever to see them live.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
It's going to be, even if they're able to go other places, they're not going to be able to come to the United States because it's messed up here, very messed up, and it's out of control here. Yeah. So I don't think they'll be able to come to the United States. I don't think so, sadly.
Yeah, I always say the same thing. Like, if you have life experiences, you have an option to experience something, you should go for it. If you obviously only if you can afford it, but
right.
If you have that chance, do it, even if it's a one-time thing.
Oh,
like I got a chance to see, and especially for concerts, because people always will say like, oh, they will always play. They don't. Most groups, most artists stop at some point. And I got to see Linkin Park while Chester was still there, and I got to see Britney in Vegas, and she doesn't do that anymore. And
yeah, right. Well, they get older.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They get tired.
Their lives change. Yeah. Maybe they have families and they don't want to travel anymore. You know what I mean? That's what happens.
Yeah, that's why when I did get a chance to see them in concert in Wembley, and I was like, I'm flying especially just for the concert alone.
Oh wow, you saw them?
Yeah, and I had it's kind of funny. I had that day, my flight was on the 30th of May, 30th, and that was a Thursday, and on that day I had to present my PhD thesis.
Oh no.
So I spent the entire night working on it. I think I finished the presentation only at 10 a.m. that day, because it got deleted and it was a whole mess. So I made a presentation. I finished presenting it at 3 p.m. Went home, drew on a black hat the mono, from the Forever Rain, the guy.
Yes.
Mono. I drew that on a hat in 5 minutes. It's only mediocre. Went home, packed, went home, and flew that night at 7 p.m. To go to the concert. And I was by myself. I met so many amazing people.
Yes.
And yeah, but you gotta do it. If you have a chance, you should take it always, because you always think about the chances you didn't take.
On YouTube, and I've seen there's so many different kinds of reactors to BTS, all different kinds of reactors, including people who are older. Mm-hmm. That's where I see that it's a very diverse group of people who are fans of BTS. It's not just younger people. It's not just teenagers or people in their 20s. It's not just women. It's a very diverse group. So that's why when I bought the ticket in May, I was like, I don't care. I live right nearby. So I would literally I would have driven to the stadium. Then I was making plans to stay overnight. I had a hotel room. Oh, yeah. I was so upset but what are you going to do?
No, nothing.
Life is crazy.
For them too.
Oh, Jimin. Oh.
Yeah, that was so
Oh
hard.
man. I was like, oh no. And I'm sure that was like the last thing he wanted to do, to break down like that. But it was raw, it was honest. I felt like he was speaking for everybody. We've all been feeling very upset, all these months.
Yeah, and like we don't know their plans, but they know their plans. They know
Right.
what they were gonna do and how epic it was gonna be. And I
Yeah.
truly feel like what we
Well, we
were
got a taste
supposed
of
to
it
get.
this weekend,
Yeah, I
right?
feel like
Didn't we?
no, but even more, I feel like what we were supposed to get was something like the music industry has never seen before because
Yeah.
they were talking about an army hotel and they were talking about a whole like the mama VCRs were talking about
Yes.
the city
Yes.
of Dionysus or
Right.
Dionysia or whatever it was called, and like that's the guy with theater, and it was supposed to be this festival and celebration of their music and this journey, and they know what they were planning, and we
Yeah, but you know what? I think they really pulled off something amazing
yeah,
with with what they did. I can't remember, and like I said, I've been around for a long time, and I've seen a lot of artists come and go. I mean, I was a child basically in the 60s, and I became a teenager in the 70s, and I was like, I guess, a young adult in the 80s, let's say, right?
yeah,
And so I've seen a lot of really iconic uh, performers and artists, Michael Jackson, Madonna, and all these people, David Bowie, Beatles, they're always being compared to the Beatles and Rolling Stones. None of these people, I don't think, are doing, did or have done anything close to what BTS did this weekend
no,
at this concert. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, the work. I can't imagine the work that went into that.
yeah, it's
And the
really,
people behind the scenes, I mean, they're the stars, right? They're the
yeah,
artists. But
definitely.
all the people behind the scenes and the geniuses that figured out technology to have all those people participating, that wall of
Oh,
um,
Army.
I was really impressed.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'm so glad that they had that wall there because it's
Ah,
more powerful than that chat, which was nice
yeah.
to see lights, but it's not the same seeing faces, seeing people cheer them on, hearing their voice.
I think that's what got them. That's what choked
Yeah,
them up. I think that's what got them like, oh my God. Yeah, it was so moving. It was fantastic.
it was. And it's so frustrating that in real life we have no one to talk to about it. You like you went through this something that was so big and monumental for
Here
you,
I
and
am
you
in the
can't talk to
Bronx. I'm
anyone.
talking to someone in Israel. I have to find someone in Israel to think
Yeah.
how crazy that is. And you have to find someone in the Bronx to talk to about
Yeah.
BTS. And they're like the biggest music band in the world. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's really funny. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But
Well,
listen,
let's play. Like I know it's impossible to answer. I'm not gonna say like what's your favorite, but what did
okay.
really left an impression, like something.
You mean from the concert or
Yeah.
just in general? Oh, the
No, from the
concert. Well,
concert.
I mean, JK and Jimin, I mean, they were like unfreaking believable. I mean, everybody was fantastic from beginning to end. But Jungkook, his My Time performance was so moving. I mean, people say, "Oh, he's so sexy." No, I found it like to me, it felt like he was saying, "I'm a man now.
Yeah,
I'm not a
I'm grown
baby
up.
anymore.
This is
I'm a
my
man.
time.
This is me."
Yeah.
And of course, Jimin,
Oh,
no words. The Black Swan.
that was
I was here watching it, during the concert. And then, they repeated it again. And I wasn't gonna see it again because it was gonna be late. Like
Yeah. Hold on. There's
past my bedtime. But I saw it again because I when they repeated it, it was like 11 o'clock last night. Because I had to see that Black Swan performance again. I had to see it again.
yeah.
It's stuck in my mind. That and of course Filter. I can't even begin what he did in Filter.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So to me,
Those two
they were the
songs.
standouts. And they were all standouts.
Yeah, yeah.
But those two really, it's like even today, I just keep thinking about their performances. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Sorry, there was someone spamming the chat.
Oh.
I had to
Oh.
kick them out. Hopefully
Oh.
they'll stay out. I
But I have,
me, like,
I have Spotify. I have a list of about 30,
yeah.
30 songs, 30 songs of theirs that I listen to. I have to say every day. I must say every day. If I'm doing this or doing that, I turn it on and I listen. Home and Love Is Not Over. Others, just so many of their songs I love.
Yeah. But here, from Apple to Soul 7, my 3 least favorite songs, and again, least favorite BTS is still pretty high up there.
Still superior, still. Right.
Yeah, they're still amazing. It's not.
Yeah.
But
true.
It's Filter and Louder Than Bombs. And I knew both of them would come alive in concert.
Yes.
Louder Than Bombs, we didn't get a chance to see.
Right.
But I knew Filter would be amazing in concert.
You see, Filter is one of my favorite songs from that album. I love Filter.
I don't know, it's not the lyrics, it's the Latin vibe. I'm not usually a fan of that sort of music.
Well, I'm Puerto Rican, so I am a big fan. I'm a huge fan. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's like the music I grew up with. No, literally. That's how it felt to me. I was like, that sounds like when I heard the first opening rhythms, I was like, what?
Yeah.
This is like music I grew up with.
That guitar, that.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so for me, it's not really my type. So,
right.
And I grew up listening to a lot of Spanish and Latin influenced music because here, they all get here. All the big ones play here a lot. So I'm very familiar, but it's not my type. But I knew, I had no doubt that when I'll see Jimmy perform Filter, I would love it.
Oh. Yeah. And what he did with it was so unusual. Yeah. Because in my mind, Filter is a flirty kind of a song, but he did something completely, I don't know, to me, trying on all different clothes. And first he tried on the girl's clothes, and then he tried on a man's clothes. And then, of course, at the end, he comes out and is like, oh, this is me. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow. I said, some genius.
Yeah, but that's exactly it. It's instead of putting a mask for someone else, finding who you are.
Whatever. Really, really amazing.
Yeah, that's why it works so well in this album.
The artist Prince. I thought of the artist Prince. Watching him, I was like, only Jimin and Prince get away with what they did. And what Prince did. Now Jimin, I don't know, it's amazing. Really impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, you don't get to see a lot of performers like him. Yeah, he's incredible.
And the Black Swan dance, that was like raw and very moving.
Very. He's such an amazing dancer. He emotes so much emotion when he dances. It's just you can feel it. You can feel the vibe. You feel what the story he wants to tell.
Very, very expressive. So expressive, and that's what I got. You see, with Jungkook, with My Time, like Jungkook is an amazing dancer. He's a beautiful dancer, but I find when he dances, he's like a little guarded for me. But when he last night, during the concert, when he did that performance, it was like he let it go. It felt like he just let it all go.
Yeah.
It felt like he was really feeling it and expressing himself. And I thought to myself,
Unleashed.
yes, that's exactly. Whereas usually he's very much very sort of in control,
Mhm.
And I was like, wow, he really impressed me.
Yeah, no, it was spectacular. I just, yeah, I was chatting with someone, and I was like trying to. They were like, "What did you like?" And I was like, "Oh, there was the solo, this one, and that, and that group, and that video, and that AR, and I basically named the entire concert."
Yeah.
So,
The visuals, everything is unbelievable. The graphics and just unbelievable.
yeah, it was all so.
Just so beautifully done.
Yeah.
And there weren't any glitches, it's live, right? So you're thinking,
Yeah.
well, there might be a problem. I cannot imagine the amount of rehearsal that went into this for it to come off so like
Perfect.
flawlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah. They must have been rehearsing for weeks.
Yeah, and we know like that they had issues with an AR before, because Namjoon used AR in his Trivia Love performance in
Mm-hmm.
concert, and
Yes.
there were a lot of issues with that while
Yeah.
it was young, because it used to be a bit like in the first time he did that. I was gonna say the first episode, the first concert he did it. It was a bit different than how it ended up being, because they had issues with it. and
Right.
and to see here like be so good, like when they did that last 3-song medley
Yeah.
with DNA Dope and No More Dream,
Yeah.
it was amazing. It
I
was
know.
like
I mean, like the kind of special effects you would see like in a big blockbuster movie type, like that. Like,
that's what I love about Big Hit, that they like they do when they upgraded from the Love Yourself to the Love Yourself Speak Yourself.
yeah,
Technically they could have left everything the same,
yeah,
because it was already a spectacle. It was already amazing.
yeah,
But they didn't do that. They upped the ante on every
yes,
single song,
yes.
every single performance. They said like, we're gonna get more money for this concert, so we're gonna put more money in. And the
Well,
same
I
here.
read somewhere that over 1 million tickets were sold for these
Yeah,
concerts. So
it's not official numbers yet, but yeah, that's what they're saying.
oh,
And
what?
and
When I saw that, I was like, whoa.
yeah, and that's exactly it. And these tickets weren't cheap, and they weren't as cheap as Bang Bang Con. So
Listen,
yeah,
to be honest, now I know that there are a lot of younger people who may not be able to do it, and maybe any kind of person may not be able to do it, not just a younger person, But I
especially
felt like I got my money's worth, and if this is how I felt when it was over and it was finished, and especially since I realized I could watch it again, like the following
yeah,
night, I was like, they didn't, they I got my money's worth. I don't feel like they overcharged at all.
me neither.
They could have charged more. I
Yeah,
felt
I
like they
think
could
they
have
went
charged
all out.
more.
They went all out. They gave, and
Yes.
each ticket you could use 2 devices, so technically it could be 2 people.
Yes. So I could have shared it with somebody else,
Yeah,
right? All they had to do was log into,
yeah, your Weaver.
yeah,
Use it.
yeah. You use my password and that would have been it. They would have been able to watch it too. So really 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
exactly.
a repeat performance.
Mm-hmm.
You could watch it again if you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. So
I
I
mean,
think
I
and B, my stance on people who like anyone that can buy it and wants to watch it should buy it.
right.
But I completely understand. I used to be a poor
Me
student with
too.
no
Me too.
money. So, and I think every army should be able to experience this.
I
And
know.
also that a lot of people live in countries where they can't use PayPal
Yeah.
and pay for the concert or have a credit card. Some people
Or
are
maybe
young.
they may not even have access to internet, because to
Yeah.
do that you
Well,
need
yeah.
I mean, you know,
That's a whole other thing, though.
yeah, the internet, you know, you may be a big fan of BTS, but if your
Yeah,
internet doesn't work that well,
yeah,
you're out of luck.
yeah. So I completely support like illegal streaming if because I know
Yeah,
most people won't use it. I know most people who can buy will buy.
yes,
So I understand people who like I would never shame someone
no,
for watching it, and these are hard times. Like the whole reason this concert is here is because the whole
yeah,
world is in chaos, and a lot of people
yes,
lost jobs. Money's tight. We also all, as a fandom spent so much money on Dynamite. Um,
yeah,
so and that's again I said in the beginning of this. There were only 5 people in the chat, so only 5 people watching, so I'm sure no one really heard it. But the whole point, like, we're trying to get this channel monetized,
oh,
so the
yes,
money from the channel will go towards comeback goals, and then we
right.
can invest it back because I've seen how much. I know I donated a lot of money for Dynamite,
Mhm,
and I'm
mhm,
sure a lot of people did as well. And
yeah,
we want that longevity. We want all their songs to get to Hot 100, but it costs money, and if we can take that money from YouTube, why not?
yeah, really,
Yeah, it's
I
like
agree.
someone suggested. I was like, this is brilliant.
Yeah. You know, you're talking about the price and how much it costs. When I bought the ticket in May at MetLife Stadium here near
Yeah,
me, the ticket cost almost double what I paid for this, and my seat was way up, what they call in the nosebleed section,
yeah,
way up. So I feel, in a way, this what they did this weekend feels more kind of, it's different, right? It feels more kind of like democratic
yeah,
because everybody pays the same amount for their ticket,
and has the
and we
same
all
speed.
are seeing the same thing,
Yeah,
and we're all seeing it up close and
yeah,
personal.
yeah,
Rather than paying $100 for a ticket where I would need oxygen basically because it was so high up and so far away. And I was thinking to myself, how in the world am I gonna? I said, I don't care. I'll just sit and listen to the music, you know. But this, you pay it was like $45. And I was able to see everything, and I was able to like touch the screen, you know, and and they were like right there in front of me. It's very strange though. It's odd, you know, it's a different kind of experience,
it is.
obviously.
Yeah, but
But
and
I
let
think
me
it's
tell
more,
you,
it sort of levels the playing field because if you want to be down in the field right next to them, you have to pay, God knows, I don't even know what those
I think it's like
tickets cost.
$350.
Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah, yeah, and let me tell you, there are no bad seats in a BTS concert. I know you
yeah,
heard
that's
it
what
before. It's true. There's no bad seats in a BTS concert. You could be
yeah,
outside the stadium and still
yeah, that's
enjoy.
what I figured. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Like because it's the feeling. Actually, when you're up there, then you get experience like to see the entire like all the
Yes.
army bombs and all
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and you see the fandom engagement and the
Hmm.
excitement and
Right.
it's big. It's and you
I
get to
know.
interact with
I'm
army.
just trying to make myself feel better that I didn't get to see them in concert, but
And I'm sure there will be concerts. They have six more years on their contract, like seven actually, 7 more years on their
yeah,
contract. We'll all get to see them, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, so things will get better. Eventually, COVID will something will happen with it, one way or
Fingers
another.
crossed. Yeah,
Someday there will be a vaccine. Someday we'll get concerts again, or
yeah,
there's gonna be a new normal of something, and
yeah. Maybe they'll be testing people as you walk into the concert
yeah,
venue. Who
something.
knows?
There's gonna
No,
be
really. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, so it'll be fine. We'll get to see them. We'll get to,
yeah, yeah.
and most importantly, they will get to see us because we
I
always see
know.
them through the screen, but
I
they
was,
still see Army live. So this
yeah,
was
I was thinking about that. You know, I was like, we can go on YouTube, we can go on all these different platforms, and watch them and run BTS and all these different things that they've
yeah,
done. And see their live performances and all that. but they don't have that, opportunity to experience. In other words, we have the opportunities to experience them,
Yeah.
but they don't, and this is what they live for, really.
Yeah. And there's such artists that you can tell, like, I was trying to tell, like, I'm currently staying at my parents' house, which is why, like, I'm in my room, there's a closet behind me, sitting on the floor. But I was trying to explain to my parents, like, they were crying because they couldn't perform,
Yes.
couldn't meet Army, and obviously, like, people don't get just how much they live for those performances.
Yes.
How much they're true artists, and their artistry is their music and their performance.
Yeah.
And
Well, the performance is a big part of their artistry.
It is.
Right?
They don't
the performance.
They work so hard for it.
Huge part of their artistry and their creativity.
Yeah.
Is the performance. So if you don't have that, you still have the music, which is fantastic. I mean, but.
Yeah. Also, they have such a close, like, I've never seen artists have such a close bond with their fans. Never.
Yeah.
And again, like, I've seen a lot of, like, not as many artists as you, but you, like, we know artists, we know how they're like, we've seen how they interact. Even the ones that interact a lot with their fandom, it's not like this. So we know how, like, that connection goes both ways. We feel connected to them, they feel connected to us. And
isn't that what Arm said? He said that. He said something about being connected. We're still connected.
Yeah, we recharge each other's batteries.
Yes, he said, he's amazing too. He's so inspiring. He's like one of the most inspiring people I've ever seen, and it's like, how could he, wow, he's really, he impresses me a lot.
Yeah. I was watching a concert in our living room, and my dad came and he was sitting with me when the speeches were going on with the MNC, right? And he started, like, yesterday, Namjoon only talked for 2 seconds in English, and then he at the end, like, did in Korean. But today he really went into it, and my dad was talking, I was like, shh, let me listen. And then my dad started listening to it, and he was like, this guy's really smart. Yeah.
You forget how young they are. All of them. You forget how young they are because, and how young they were when they started. They were all teenagers, basically. Yeah. They were all teenagers or just barely out of their teens, and now, of course, they're all in their 20s, but it's very impressive. It's like that they all found each other. They were put together. And then they made it, because you figure, try to get along with one other person. That's a challenge, right? That could be a challenge. Yeah. Imagine trying to figure out how to get along with 6 other people, and all guys, all boys. Oh my God, it must have been wild.
Yeah.
Wild, especially when they were younger. I can't even imagine.
Like, Yoongi and Namjoon has such a different way of creating music. Yes. They must have bumped heads all the time.
Oh my God.
Like that story where they fought in their room and started throwing clothes that Hobie just put in that they were just cleaned by Hobie, and he folded them.
So they were like brothers. They're like siblings, right? And siblings, that's what happens. Especially, whatever, boys, girls, it doesn't matter. You get, you just want to kill the person you're living with, right? When they're, especially if they're close to your age. Because the other thing too that I find interesting is that they're not that far apart in age, but culturally, even if you're a year older or 2 years older,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Whereas here in the United States,
how you talk to one another.
Once you're in your 20s, it's like if someone's a couple of years older than you, so what? So what? But for them, if like Jungkook, he's 23?
Yeah.
And the next ones are a couple of years older than him, right? V and Jimin, right?
Yeah.
And he has to, although they're all teasy, they're so close, they're like, but I find that very interesting too, the dynamic, the social dynamic of, and there's only a 5-year age difference between the oldest and the youngest. It's not like the youngest is Jungkook and the oldest is 10 years older. That would be, it's only 5 years, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, but it's 5 years right when it's relevant. Like how 5 years when you're 8 and and
That's true.
13 is
Well,
it's a
even
big difference.
when Jungkook started, right? He was what, like 15?
Yeah.
So 5 years when you're 15 and someone's 20, oh, they're old. They're old. That's very true. Like you're just starting high school and someone's like already maybe
At
like in college, let's
university.
say. Yeah,
Different
they're
thing.
old. So yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but
But that's why that dance he did that my time was like, oh no.
yeah.
Not a baby anymore.
No, definitely not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that concert was really, really something special. I'm so glad at least we got that, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm glad for them. All their hard work paid off.
yeah, and that start, the marching band on
Oh yeah.
No, We Are
Oh
Bulletproof Part 2.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
it was fantastic. They did what, like 3 or 4 songs at the beginning, and they were all very like hard hitting songs. I was like, when are they gonna stop and like get some oxygen? Oh my God, it's unbelievable what they do. I'd love to see their like oxygen levels, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
and their heart, their heart rate must be very low because how they sing and dance the way that they do, jump around. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. I think, honestly, the more I think about it, I think if we would have seen like the original concert plan, I don't think On was supposed to start. I think they chose On, No, and We Are Bulletproof Part 2 because all three
Oh,
of these are like super powerful fighting
yes,
songs. It's
right.
fight, it's fight like yourself, your shadow,
Yeah,
those doubts that you have, fight them
yes,
and be strong. And it's fight the society that
the
that
expectations.
the expectations, yeah, all that, and know that it's okay if right now you're not okay. It's okay not to be
Right,
okay. And it's
right.
we are bulletproof, meaning we can handle it. We are bullet.
Yes,
And I
yes,
think they put that there because of the situation, because it's COVID,
yeah,
because we all missed out on something and they did
yeah,
as well. And they were
yeah.
like, no, we're fighting this. We're not
Yeah,
gonna lay down and start like always their concerts start with a big bang, but
yeah,
it could have been any other song. But they said no, we're going all out, we're gonna fight. This isn't us laying down and saying, oh, what could have been. This is us saying,
right.
standing up, being strong, and putting our all out there.
Yeah. Well, On is like a big way, a big way to start a show anyway,
Yeah,
it's so explosive, right? It's so
yeah,
amazing. So when they
yeah,
did Dionysus, that new
yeah.
remix,
Version.
oh, it was and the way I was so glad because I've seen on YouTube, of course,
Yeah,
so many different performances of theirs of that song. So they started to perform it, I was like, oh, I'm going to hear this song again. But then it was a completely different version. I was like, oh yeah, okay, good, yeah.
yeah. And we got to see like Jin did that scream live. I can't believe he did that.
Yeah.
Like that's
Uh,
that's so difficult.
I know, I know. I know.
It's just, and they were all wearing like this because they did like Boy in Love before that,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all wearing these schoolboy outfits, but they were all
Yeah.
ripped, like
Yes.
they've been through the zombie apocalypse or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like it was
Like,
all very like fighting spirit. We're
yeah,
gonna do it, yeah, incredible.
yeah.
Yeah. And it was also like Namjoon is such a president when he did Persona and like
Oh my
so bad.
God. Oh, I love when the mic went on fire. Did you
Yeah,
hear that?
so
I was like,
unexpected.
oh yeah, he set the mic on fire. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's the new mic drop.
their creative team, the directors, these people are geniuses, really. These stage set and design, and of course, what they wear, they were Gucci'd out. They were,
Gucci and
weren't they?
Chanel galore.
I was like, oh man, Gucci got a good deal with them because I mean, they were dripping, just dripping. I was like, what? I just love everything, the style.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah, and I don't know. Did you see some clips from today's performance?
I've been on Twitter, like picking up clips here and there. Like I saw the second performance of Filter.
Yeah, yeah. They changed outfits for everyone. I was like, what?
I mean,
Almost.
I don't understand how they and Jungkook too. He changed
Yeah,
his outfit for my. It's
yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah. No, but actually, like, they did
Who
something
comes up
really
with these
cute.
things? This
I
is
don't
what I
know.
want to know. Do
I
they have
don't.
like some evil genius behind the curtain figuring all this out? It's like it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Someone asked in the chat if Brian saw the concert. I don't know. If he did, I'll get back to you on that. I'll try to find an answer. I've been telling him, like, you must see this.
You mean Brian
Raleigh from Forbes.
Raleigh? I think I mean, I saw him post a few things on Twitter. It seems like he gave me the impression that he saw the concert, but
Yeah, because I've been like telling him this past 2 weeks, like, listen, because he was on the podcast. It's like, listen, you have to see it.
I think he did. I forgot what he did or what he said or what he posted, but it gave me the impression that he had seen the concert, you know?
Looking good. No, but I wanted to say, like, for Jin, it was so cute because, like, he had, that whole little prince stage,
Yes,
and at the
yeah.
end when he
It was
finished
so
performing,
beautiful.
so beautiful and so cute. And when he finished, he was trying to kiss the girl,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
so high, and it kept jumping. And today they actually put it lower so you could hug it. It was so cute.
Aw.
Yeah, it
I
was
didn't see the
really,
second concert, but I could see there were different things. I was like, oh, all right, oh, maybe next time. Next time I'll do both. But the thing is, the second concert would have come on like at 2 o'clock in the morning here, and
yeah.
I was like, I think that was the reason. I think that was like the main reason. The second concert would have been like literally 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning here, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll
It's
see the
midnight.
first one. I'll see when they repeat it. You know.
Yeah, it's midnight here now, right? It's
Oh,
0 o'clock, and
oh, it's
and
0 o'clock.
and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to see the replay of today's song.
Oh,
And also
the replay. Oh, it's at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, here, like 5 a.m. Yeah,
Oh, so here then it's
supposed to be like 9, I think.
yeah. Oh, well, the replay for the first concert was last night at 10.
So it's the same time. It's at 10.
10 p.m. 10 p.m. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch. I watched like half. Like I said, I needed to see. I had to see Black Swan performance again, and I had to see My Time again, and I had to see Filter again. Those three, I had to see them again because I had them like in my head. After I saw them, I was like, whoa. Yeah.
And I can't believe they did foreshadow, like, with the screens.
Oh, that was beautiful.
It was so perfect. It was
And
just
then
like,
that went right into Black Swan, right?
yeah, I went right into Black Swan.
Oh,
Yeah.
so beautiful. And then
No,
of course
unforgiven.
Jimin's dance.
Yeah. Yeah, James. I can't believe it.
I mean,
Like,
that dance literally like I was like, oh, I had like tears in my eyes when I saw that Black Swan dance.
yeah, and
To me, that dance was
so
like
good.
the feeling that you have when you're grieving, that feeling of being underwater or trying to come up and then going back down and being turned this way and that, and that, I was like, and of course, we've all been through a grieving process the last 8 months. We've lost so much, we've lost, that's what that dance meant to me. I was like, he's showing us what it means to grieve and how that process of losing something. It was just beautiful.
Yeah. I love the stage. It was so good. Like the way when they
Yeah.
were boxing.
Yeah.
It was
I
brilliant.
love.
And it's so brilliant because it's literally we know like boxing is like super, well, not boxing, but like WWF and stuff like that. It's super fake, it's scripted. So it's literally like pretend anger just for the sake of it, which is
Yes.
exactly what the song
The
is.
song is about, right?
Yeah, so it's brilliant.
Yeah. But I often say to myself, whenever I listen to the song, and it's like, I said, man, I hope, like, the only reason why fights wouldn't break out in a concert, that song is so like,
Yeah.
it's because everybody, army, everyone is so like, but I can imagine people getting up and just like thrashing around because the beat, that song is just,
I think
it's
like
amazing.
amazing beat. I think like you said, like there used to be what's it called, a pit in the BTS
Yes.
concert, and there isn't one anymore. Like now you have your assigned seats.
Yeah.
That's where you stand or sit, and it's so much better. Like they could sell a whole lot of concerts if they did like a pit, like other concerts too. But the fact that you have this assigned spot that's for you, and the chances that someone will block your view is minimal, and no one is jumping or thrashing or pushing
or hurting somebody by accident.
Yeah.
That's I'm sure that they're afraid of that too. You
Yeah.
don't want somebody getting shoved and fall to the floor and get hurt.
Yeah.
You don't want that at a BTS concert. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they actually, like, there used to be a lot of stuff. Like I know some YouTube reactors would like immediately like push people to go to the front.
Yeah, no.
Like, celebrities or whatever, and they would push people to get to the front and or pretend that someone saved them a spot, or they arrived like 5 minutes before the concert.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
So it's much better.
Good. That's good. I mean, that's there's no way at my age. There's no way. Yeah. I'd be afraid. No, I would really be afraid.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, because like BTS,
and I don't want to go to a BTS concert and be afraid. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, exactly. So BTS concert is the most wholesome, family-friendly concert out there, and you can take your kids.
Uplifting, inspiring. Yeah. That's what you want to walk away with, not bruises.
Yeah.
Not bruises.
Yeah, early. Like you can take your kids, you can take your grandparents, you can take everyone, and everyone can enjoy it.
Grandparent.
Yeah. I've talked about this before on Twitter. I have 2 uncles, and they're like 75, and they're starting to get into BTS now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And we're talking to Eastern men. It's not like you would expect. Not what you would have expected them to necessarily be into.
But that's the power of BTS. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it really is. Like they come sometimes. Like one of them lives in Palma de Mallorca, but he was here for a few days. And he was like, "Can you show me those Korean guys again?" So they don't go out and search themselves, but they like the music. They like watching.
They're open to suggestions. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, one of them said, like, I can't believe, why would anyone not like them?
That's what I feel. That's what I think. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to dislike. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could see people saying, well, it's not my type of music. Okay, that's fine. But you have to appreciate and understand the artistry and the creativity.
Yeah.
The talent, just the raw talent. So maybe it's not, there's certain types of music, like I'm not really like into rap or hip hop, even though I live in the the place where hip hop was created in the Bronx. That's where rap and hip hop. This is where rap and hip hop was created. Okay, but I'm not into rap and hip hop, so I don't necessarily listen to their really heavy rap hip hop songs. Although I can appreciate the amazing talent that goes into creating those songs and producing those songs. I mean, I love their vocal songs that are more vocal,
Yeah,
inspired. But but I think RM and Yoongi and Hobie, I think they're amazing. They're phenomenal.
they are.
They're amazing.
They really are. Like you said, like you don't have to. When I went to, again, like I told this story on the podcast before, but oh well, just gonna have to hear it again. I went to When I went to Wembley, I was taking a flight, and there were a lot of like father and daughter, mother and daughter parents
Oh,
going to the concert,
yeah.
and they all had day two tickets, I think. And after the concert was done, like on the way back, I saw some of them, and I came up to this father, like they were standing behind me in line, and I asked him, how was the concert? And he said, listen, it's not really my type of music, it's not what I'm into. I said, yeah, okay, but how was the concert? He said, I've never seen anything like it.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like they're so different and unique, and the
And the
world
thing is
doesn't
with them
appreciate
too,
it.
if you don't like rap, okay, then go to Love Is Not Over. And if you don't like Love Is Not Over, then go to some Blood, Sweat and Tears. If you don't like Blood, Sweat and Tears,
Yeah.
then let's go to DNA. If you don't like DNA, come on. There's so many different styles of music that they do that you could find something. And I always say to people when, if someone says to me, oh, why do you like BTS? I've never heard any BTS song where I've gone, ugh, that's awful. Never. I mean, there's certain songs some couple of their songs I've been like, I liked it, but I may not listen to it again. But I've never, not once, now maybe I just, I don't know. But I've never heard any song of theirs where I've said, oh, that song is awful. That song is terrible. Whereas every day on the radio, when I turn the radio on, I hear
Yeah.
terrible songs,
Yeah.
awful songs.
Yeah. And how good, like you have a song like Persona or Shadow at the same album where you have a song that's so pure, like Inner Child or Moon,
Yes.
that are
Yeah.
just that both of these songs are just pure. I have no
Yes.
other words for that. Like Inner Child, that performance,
I know. Oh,
it was so special,
very moving.
very moving, and
I don't know how he got
it,
through it.
it was
How was he
moving.
able to get through it without,
Yeah.
you know,
It
choking
was
up?
moving but epic. It was so grandiose, so such a big wow factor. And hearing Army sing and oh,
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
yeah,
well, I'm so glad that they were able to see people and hear people. You could see that really affected them. That really, you know, they really love that. So if they do this again, which I'm pretty certain they will, I can't imagine that, you know, hello? You're you're frozen. How do I unfreeze you? You're frozen. Is this you? Is this me? Oh, okay. I don't know if you can still see me. Can you still see me? Oh, Hi.
Sorry, my internet died on
Was
me.
that you?
No, it was me. My
Oh.
internet died.
Okay, I was like.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I don't know if it's still.
That's okay.
I hope it still is. Yeah, I think it's still live on YouTube.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well,
everyone. Yeah.
They say, I've seen many times people have said that, you come across BTS or BTS comes to you when you most need them, and that was certainly true when I started to get to know them. I was in the process of dealing with my husband's death. My husband had died he died June 2018. So what happened was that I couldn't watch TV, I couldn't read, I couldn't do anything, but I could go on YouTube and watch short videos, you know what I mean? I had enough concentration to be able, and that's how I found BTS, they came up in the suggested list. That's how I found them. And I have to say, it sounds so corny. You hear people say this all the time, but okay, you froze again.
I did. No.
Did you freeze again? Are you there?
No, it's. I think it's working.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
But so the BTS really helped me, or my interest in them really helped to get me through the first few months, which were terrible, And now it's over 2 years later, so it's better now. But still, that's the reason why I discovered them, because otherwise I wouldn't necessarily have been on YouTube or any,
Yeah.
But I was on YouTube a lot, just listening to songs and watching people sing and dance and stuff, because that is what made me feel better. Listening to music. And they came into my life.
Yeah, they have that power. And
music, that's the power of music too, it can really be, it's so healing. It's so healing.
Yeah. Definitely. It reaches inside you and changes
everything,
sorts everything out.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
So true. So.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, you want to?
It's 12:15.
Okay, you have to get up like in 4 hours.
You
Right? Something like that.
It was amazing talking to you, Maria.
Oh, so nice to talk to you, Omer. Is that how you say your name, Omer?
Too. I appreciate.
What my phone decided.
I want to say goodbye to you, but
What?
I want to say goodbye to you, but you're frozen again. Okay. All right.
Fine.
All right. So if you see if you see me, and I'm Maria. If you see Maria followed by 2659 numbers, that's me. So I'll see you on Twitter.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. Wait. Out. Sorry. We're still figuring this stuff out.
Heina. Can I end it? Oh, I can leave. I'll leave.
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Stay well.
You too. Okay, everyone. We're kind of done. Good night. I hope the 50 people that watched this entire time and didn't leave, and that will get 50 more views. And hopefully in 2 days, this channel will be up. I will be able to apply for monetization. And then we'll have money for comeback. And it's going to be amazing. So hopefully that's what we'll do. And please keep supporting it. You guys have been amazing and have given so much to this channel and to me. And yeah. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed the concert. I hope you enjoyed this chat. And I saw like some comments for it, you're amazing, and I'm so glad like you're taking your daughter. I think I saw the chat was moving really quickly. Someone asked which Chris asked which channel I was watching. I was watching just that one main channel because I can't do multi-view. It's too much for me. So hopefully people stayed and watched, and we'll get that YouTube money for the comeback. So I hope you all have premium, so you won't actually have to put up with the amount of ads I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna do a lot. Because all that money will go towards the comeback. So yeah, I hope that's okay with you. Some people weren't so happy about these live streams, but I love talking to you guys, and I think that's what this channel is about. It's about interacting with one another, right? So let's keep at it. Let's keep chatting. I'm gonna do more of these now that I know I can do it in my room and not have to lock my parents in their rooms or something. I'll do more of these. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and good night or good day wherever you are, and stay safe. And Borahe. You think I know how to close this? But no, I don't. But we'll figure it out. So yeah, let's do this, and let's do this. You think it's gonna work? I don't know. As I said, we'll figure it out together. I think I know. I don't know. Is that post? I mean, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, so this is the stream, and we're ending it some way. No, definitely not that. How do we close this live stream? Like this. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.